Hello all, I'm Mark Fightmaster with Schaefer's Investment Research, welcoming you to the August 10th edition of Stock Center, where we look at some of the stocks making big news this week. Volatility continued to hold the market in its iron grip as triple-digit moves dominated the landscape. On Wednesday alone, we saw the Dow Jones Industrial Average bounce around 360 points in the final hour plus of trading. On Thursday, the Dow logged its second worst performance of the calendar year, prompting the European Central Bank to add another $83.6 billion into the banking system, following an injection of $130 billion on Thursday. The Bank of Japan added $8.5 billion, and the Federal Reserve Bank added $19 billion early this morning and $16 billion later in the day. American Home Mortgage was the stock everyone was watching on Monday, as the mortgage lender filed for bankruptcy protection mere days after laying off almost all of its employees and closing down most of its business operations. The stock shed 36.7% on Monday before it was suspended from trading. And that was just the start of the woes for the financial realm this week. Now, I mentioned that Thursday, August 9th, saw the second worst performance in the Dow in calendar year 2007. Well, part of the reason came from one of the largest banks in France, BNP Paribas. The bank announced that it would stop valuing 3 of its funds and is suspending investor withdrawals after U.S. subprime mortgage woes led to the, quote, complete evaporation of liquidity, end quote. Many saw this move as the latest sign that housing market troubles in the United States economy are starting to spread across the globe. This morning, Countrywide Financial Corp dropped more than 15% after the open after announcing that the U.S. mortgage market poses a serious threat to its earnings and financial condition. Countrywide is the largest home lender in the United States. This sparked widespread panic about the economy ahead of the open. Once the opening bell sounded, the Dow took a nosedive into triple-digit loss area and has been struggling since. Now, here's your weekly Apple update. I know you can't live without it. Back on Wednesday, Apple announced that it was releasing a new line of iMacs, complete with brushed aluminum casings and glass screens. One model will have a 20-inch flat screen and the other will have a 24-inch flat screen. And can we tell somebody in IT to get me one of those flat panel screens? That would be nifty. The 20-inch model will carry a price tag of a mere $1,199, while the 24-inch model will cost $1,799, a bargain at twice the price. Apple CEO Steve Jobs noted that the company's goal is to make the best PCs in the world. Imagine that, someone wanting to do the best at what they do. The news didn't end there for Apple, as Friday saw reports suggest that dead spots may begin to develop on the screen of the wildly popular and expensive iPhone. This report raised questions as to the durability of the product. An analyst at Nomura International noted that the screen uses a chemical deposition to provide touch sensitivity based on the heat. The rights for this technology were purchased from a bankrupt Finnish firm. The company encountered the problem that the film used would begin to degrade and that the screen would develop dead spots. Now, Apple should have been aware of this problem and fixed it, but the time frame for the degradation was 3 to 6 months. Let me know how that goes, iPhone owners. Well, we've come to many viewers' favorite part of the video, the end. Until next Friday, this is Mark Fightmaster with Stock Center at Schaefer's Investment Research, bidding you adieu. See you next week.